Hey, what's going on, crew? If you was at the live show earlier, or even watched that video and you played that lineup in any triple up, double up, you should have won. I was a big idiot last minute. You know, I try to fix my lineup and get Beasley in there, honestly. But I didn't. I didn't get Beasley in. But what I did do was take out Tim Hardaway Jr. I was trying to get Peyton and Beasley, and I swear to you guys, I was trying to get Peyton and Beasley. And it's like after I saw that Beasley was starting, it just reminded me of Beasley from last year when he gets starts and he does well. But unfortunately, and Peyton would have did so well for me. I was trying to take out a I think it was Avery Bradley. I was just trying to mess around with it and get some Beasley. And I was about 10 seconds short, and it cost me. I ended up taking out Tim Hardaway out my lineup, and I realized that was a big mistake. That Knicks game was the juiciest part of the slate. If you stacked it in any way, shape, or form, you would have been good right now. But, I mean, I won some money back again. I was doing these big contests where, I mean, I took an L, but not a big L like I could have, only because of the type of tournaments that I entered. Again, the triple ups and 10-time boosters, quintuple ups, those are the tournaments you want to put your money in because if you make 3 lineups and you win one, you end up profiting at the end of the night. So that's how that went for me, man. I'm just mad that I took Timmy out. But if you play the lineup that we made on the show, you should be up right now. You should have won some money. You should be happy. I just dumbed out. But let's get into tomorrow's, man. Let's break down tomorrow's slate and see what we can come up with. All right. First game, Lakers versus Washington. Let's start with Washington. A 9K John Wall is not impressive. I know he just dropped 51. That was the best that he did all season. He's not a 6 times caliber guy. I'm not really interested in that. Bradley Beal, they just played the other day. He dropped 45. For this price right here, 45 will make me happy. At home. Dallas plays defense. So do Toronto. He went off. Phoenix, Cleveland, those are games he should do well on. Sacramento, he should have did better. But it was a blowout. He didn't play that many minutes. Golden State, he got ejected. Lakers, he did okay. Denver could be tough. Detroit could be tough. He did okay. Philly, he did. So I want to say Bradley Beal is worth some consideration early on. I'll pull him over and not feel too bad about it. Otto Porter could be up and down. Markieff Morris, I think he's too cheap. But I haven't seen much from him. I haven't seen much from him to make me say, yeah, I'm going to play him. And that's it for Washington. GORTAT needs about 30. They played the Lakers. He had 33, 14 rebounds. I mean, with them coming off of a back-to-back, he went to Dallas. Dallas gives it up against big man, and he couldn't even do much. So it makes me just feel uncomfortable, especially I'm just not too comfortable with GORTAT tomorrow. But I like Beal. I don't think I'm going to play Beal because I normally pay down on my 2-guard position. But I do like Beal. And then going to the Lakers, I like a lot of Lakers players, man. What I realized today is that with no Nance Jr., a lot of these Lakers players are too cheap. All right. Lonzo Ball is too expensive. He's one of the ones that the price is too much. When they played Washington, he had 34, which for 6Ks, it's just no upside coming out. Beal, we know we could drop a 40 to 50-point game. Lonzo, he's not going to do that. The upside's not there. And I'm just not impressed by what I see from the young rookie. Ingram is a must play. I'm going to get some Ingram tomorrow and not feel bad about it. Ingram, I think, benefits even more than Kuzma. And he's priced cheaper than Kuzma. Last time they played, he dropped 40 on them. He just needs 36 to make me happy. He did that today. He did that here. He did that here. Memphis could be tough. He almost did it there. Portland could be tough on the wings. Washington are not tough on the wings. Ingram comes in. He gets the team wants him to be like the flipping leader. Because out of all the young dudes, they believe in him the most, and I'm buying into that, man. I'm riding Ingram strong into tomorrow. Kuzma for 62. I want to say I want to ride him strong too, and we know that power forwards against this team could be what it is. But I'm more into Randle only because of the price. They both gonna play forwards. They both gonna get a lot of minutes. We know Lopez will come in first half, and after halftime he'll do his thing. For him to get to 36, I think it's likely. What did he do tonight? Let me see what Brook did tonight. Let's see what Brook Lopez did tonight. Where's my app? I gotta refer to my app. I mean, I might have some interest in Brook Lopez for 6K. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to see what he did tonight, though. Cause they feed him early. He likes, and his value depends on his 3-point shots going in. Tonight, I didn't really see too much Brook Lopez today. I watched the game. I see Clarkson. I seen Ingram. Ingram didn't really hit 6 times value today, but I like what I saw from Ingram. He only had 31 fantasy points. I like what I saw from him. Kyrie kind of made me a little bit disappointed, but it doesn't look like Brook Lopez had a big game either. I can't find him on this app. Let me go to the website. It is important for me to see what Brook Lopez did today. I just want to see what his consistency been like. I know they rolled on Randle quite a bit, and I like Randle for that price moving forward with no so Brook had 10 points. Yeah, I'm not big on the Brook Lopez for tomorrow. But I like Randle. I like Ingram for 5.9. I definitely like Randle. Randle and Ingram I could roll with for right now on this young Lakers team. All right, and that's it for that game. I'm happy it's only 5 games tomorrow. Feel good about it. Jeffrey says, what's up, DFS? What's going on? Quincy says, Ingram will feast. Washington is awful. Yep, I believe it, and I'm putting my money on it. I told you Tim Hardaway had more upside. I definitely had Tim in the video, Fly Freddy, so we both were right? I mean, I took him out like an idiot, but we both had him. In the video, I did say to play him. So based on the breakdown and the knowledge, Tim Hardaway was the play, and he showed it. He showed it. He only got 19. Lopez, yeah. I'm not big on Lopez. They're trying to showcase these young guys, and Lopez is gonna go. Once, you know, they still got money, and once the big names come into LA, I feel like Lopez is one of the first out the door. So they're trying to develop the guys that for the ingredients. They're on the Philly, trusting the process. All right, they're trying to develop these young guys. So I love Randle and I love Ingram. I don't love BEAL, but I'll hold on to BEAL just in case I can't replace him. Toronto versus New Orleans. Kyle Lowry needs 42. I don't think he even hit that all season. I don't know why his price is so high. I'm good. Then all right, he's off the bench. I'll try to stay away. DeRozan needs 42 again. He can land you in the 30s, and you'll be disappointed. Not into DeRozan. CJ Miles, I think, had a decent game, huh? No, I could have sworn I saw him on the top of something, but I'm not really into this team like that. Oh, Serge Ibaka is $4,700. How did that happen? Even sucking. This team sucks, man. I wonder what's their record. Serge Ibaka looks interesting for 4,700, but he hasn't really shown much. Valanciunas, I always want to play for these prices that they list him as, and I do, and I end up regretting it. And when I don't, he does something impressive. He double doubles. I can't seem to catch him on a night. One thing I know though, he's foul prone. He will 5 and 6 fouls. He will get a lot of fouls, and Boogie and AD will cause fouls. So I'm gonna just chill with Toronto. I'm gonna stay away from that whole situation. All right. With Noah Sheik and Noah Jinxa, I feel like Boogie and AD are both must plays. You know, I prefer AD over Boogie, but they need 66 for their price, and they do that. You know what I mean? They do that. They do that, man. I mean, it's hard for me not to play them. It's hard to play them on a slate like this because of how expensive they are, but I'll try. I'll pull some AD over. Drew Holiday for 6K. I'm not really interested in that. Other than those two big shot dudes, I'm not interested. That is the team, and that's why their points are so high on a nightly basis, both of them, because they do everything. They're playing 40 minutes per game. Literally, they're averaging 41 minutes per game here. Look, 41, which scares me for Anthony Davis because he's like tissue paper. He'll rip right apart and be injured. But man, I just got to put my faith on Anthony Davis. He never lets me down ever. And that's it for that game, man. Let me see if there's any thoughts. Harden or Westbrook, you got to go Harden. Love Harden tomorrow. Love Harden tomorrow. I feel like when I say that, I curse a player, though. Every time I say I love somebody, it's like it sucks. But let's get right into it. Houston, love Harden. Go ahead, plug Harden in. I actually like Harden more than Anthony Davis. Only because Harden is at home is a problem, and in bad matchups he drops 80. You know what I mean? He hasn't dropped nothing less than 50s. He's cheaper than AD and Cousins. He's getting similar numbers to AD and Cousins. You know, I could sacrifice some BEAL for Harden maybe if I can keep AD as well. I'm gonna keep all three in, and at the end I'll try to balance it out. But I like Harden. I love Harden tomorrow. I love Harden. And let's kind of break down the rest of this Houston team, all right? Let's see. Eric Gordon for 6,500. I think Harden and Gordon's stack is better than having BEAL. You save some money. What is BEAL? 78. You take Eric Gordon. I mean, you might get 10 points less, but that's not worth what? For every 1,000, we want 6. I mean, this guy right here, he's good for 5 times value for a floor at home. He'll get you 6, and it's Cleveland. Cleveland sucks. Cleveland sucks against the guard. So, yeah, I'll take out BEAL, man, and go some Eric Gordon. I don't feel too bad about that at all. Let's see what else they got going on because I feel like there's some hidden value. Ariza for 4K. Again, just too cheap. Just too cheap at home. We saw what they did to Utah. They catch fire. He 24, 30, 30. You like that. Honestly, I feel like tomorrow could be a Lakers-Houston stack. That's all you need is Lakers and Houston. 4,700. If you're going to pick Ariza, you got to pick the rest of the team. You just can't pick one and not the other. So go ahead, consider some Ariza. And don't feel too bad about it, man. Ariza has been balling. I feel like this whole team, that person, right, man, you gotta get them. They all, except for the bigs, like Ryan Anderson, even 4,400, I wouldn't really chase that. I wouldn't tuck on that. Only because Cleveland with the bigs, it gets a little bit, you know what I mean? And then Capella, I wouldn't touch either for 6,400. But Harden, Gordon, and Ariza, definite for me. I love those three. I love Ariza's price, by the way. And then we go to Cleveland. Same could be said about LeBron James here, man. For 10-8. We know he's going to get you 50 to 60. We know that, especially now that he's playing the forward spot. We know that he'll do that. How much is he? 10-8 or 11 for Anthony Davis. Oh man, I'll take. I don't know if I want either one, man. I think I'll take out Anthony Davis here for that big price tag. Tomorrow, there's so many stars playing that it's gonna be tough. I like LeBron, man. I've been playing LeBron. He's been doing good, man. LeBron is on a mission. Look, 60, 50, 90, 60. It's the Rockets. This is LeBron's type of game where he can run up and down and have a field day. If you look at the teams, I don't think the Rockets could stop LeBron. They do play defense in the forward spot, and I get it. Oh man, this is giving me a headache. They do play defense at the forward spot. Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna turn this into a 2-game slate. I'm gonna come off Davis, but see, I like, you know what? I'm gonna stay away from LeBron. I'm gonna go Kevin Love. I like Kevin Love for the discount. I think him and LeBron are gonna have field days tomorrow. There's no stopping Kevin Love. We know that the way to attack Houston can be through their bigs. All right. It says that Kevin Love have a bad matchup, and a lot of people that don't really interpret this sport the right way will shy away from that. But he's really the center of this team, okay? And LeBron is the power forward. So in all actuality, LeBron has a tougher matchup. Kevin Love is playing the center. LeBron's playing the four with no Tristan Thompson. That's what they're doing. And Kevin Love, I feel like, should have a field day tomorrow. So I'll come off AD and put Kevin Love in and hope I get 50. Or I think I get 50 out of Kevin Love. He just dropped 60 against who? Milwaukee, which also gives it up to the Suns. The way that Houston likes to shoot the ball, I think he can get that many rebounds. Is he going to get 30 points? I don't know. It's possible. He'll jack up a lot of threes. He didn't even take any threes right here, which is interesting. I don't know if Capella. I like Kevin Love, man. I like Kevin Love. Capella can play a little bit of decent time. Capella has a bigger body than him. But it's Kevin Love, man. We know that Milwaukee is small down low. Houston with Capella could be a little bigger, but they don't like to really run Capella unless they're playing against real big men. Let's see what Capella, how he deals with aggressive centers. He's not a foul guy. He doesn't really foul out a lot. I like Kevin Love, man. I hold on to Kevin Love and be happy about that. I'm all right with that. Definitely all right with that. And fade LeBron. Fade those big prices. Harden, I would say fade because of that price tag as well. But can't fade Harden tomorrow. If you fade Harden, just leave. I don't think you could fade Harden at home against Cleveland in a situation like this. The way Cleveland been struggling against guards, it's hard. It's hard to fade Harden tomorrow. And he's gonna be mega chalk. So even if you chase him and he doesn't do well, the rest of your team is what's gonna help you. So I like Harden on all fronts tomorrow. And I think that's it, man. Who else on Houston could we consider? On Cleveland. Let's go through it though. Let's check. D Wade for 4,700 against Houston again. That stands out to me. That stands out to me. Houston. Oh man, D Wade. 4,700 D Wade stands out to me. For now, I'll pull over some D Wade. I think I'd rather give that to another player, but I'll pull out D Wade for now. Why not? I'll put D Wade in a spot and some Ariza. I'll do that. See what becomes of it, right? I like that. I think I'm just gonna mess with those two games though tomorrow. We know that stacking is the way to go, and I see a nice Houston Lakers, Cleveland stack tomorrow. I see that working out really nice. So, let's see who else Cleveland got my interest. What did Jeff Green got going on? Jeff Green, no, you don't want to do that. J.R. Smith, you don't know what you're gonna get from him. You can get 25, you can get 6. Again, Houston is the type of team that'll make J.R. Smith go crazy, but I'm not gonna risk that. I don't really need to go that low. I like LeBron, I just can't afford him. And that's it. That's it for that game. Let's check in with you two. What's up, man? What y'all talking about? Harden or Westbrook? Daniel was good, man. Daniel Sanchez, what up? What about LeBron? It's too expensive. I'm playing both Davis and Cousins. Not a bad idea. Rockets are actually not bad on defense this year. Not feeling Love. Capella was solid versus Embiid. What about Val against Boogie? I like Valanciunas, but whenever I play him, he sucks, man. That's a risk. That's a risk that I don't know if it's worth taking. Let's go on to the next game. The Kevin Love thing do have me scratching my head, man. Let's see. Atlanta, he sucked. You know, and Atlanta don't have big men down there, you know. And they were at home. So it's like he can be hot and cold too. He'll get you 60, then he'll get you 30 and 16 and 23. Indiana, yeah, the Kevin Love thing could be a little risky. Milwaukee just have no big. Henson was no match. All right. So 16. I could see that. I could see that argument. Kevin Love could be a little bit risky. I can see that. I see this as a game of guards tomorrow, man. I just want all the guards. Harden, Gordon, D-Wade. I'll leave the forwards alone from that game. That's valid. That's valid. I could appreciate some of that. LeBron, it's kind of expensive. I'd rather pay $400 more and get Boogie in them. All right. Philly versus Sacramento. On the Philly side, we start with Sacramento. Sacramento side, point guard. I'm good. Shooting guard. You know, Buddy Hield is all right. I got some interest in Buddy Hield. I mean, 30s, 2 out of the last 3 games, 25-1. There was some players out that game for them too that made them do that, right? I remember Sacramento was a little banged up. They didn't have George Hill. They didn't have George Hill for that OKC. Yeah, they did. He came back. Who didn't they have? They didn't have somebody. Gods. How many minutes Buddy playing? Mid to upper 20s against Philly. I don't think Buddy Hield's a bad consideration, man. Let me just do some analysis. So when he does well, he's getting some steals. He's rebound. I don't think there's gonna be much rebounds. So Buddy Hield is a risk, man. I'm not into the Buddy here. He's not gonna help me win or lose a tournament. So far as I'm concerned, I'll pick him. He'll have another Alex Len type night for me, and I'll be pissed off. Right? I need players that I feel like can do it for me. And if I pick Hield, it got to be in a stack of some sort with some security. I just don't feel too good about Buddy Hield right there. Just not feeling it. Not feeling this team like that, to be honest. I'm feeling this team like that. Philly, 9K Ben Simmons. I feel like his price is caught up to him. We need 6 times. He does give you 50s every game. He will flirt with triple-double every game. He fills up the stat sheet. Look at this, 3 blocks, 3 steals. You know what I mean? Look, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Even when he's not blocking and stealing, he's still up there. Sacramento is a young team that gives up a lot of blocks and steals. They play sloppy. You got to like Ben Simmons in this situation, man. Let's see if I can mess around and sneak some Ben Simmons in this line. I don't know. See if I can sneak some Ben Simmons in there. I mean, it's working. I'd rather Ben Simmons than LeBron and all those other dudes because he could put up their numbers and he's cheaper. All right, so I feel like I get a discount, and he does better too with Embiid in there, and Embiid is back. So, with that being said, 8K for Embiid. The only way I could do that is coming off Harden. I'd rather pay for Simmons than Embiid. Simmons will get me near triple-double. And look at this guy too. 2 blocks, 2 steals. 3 blocks, 3 steals. Sacramento is a team that he will beast over. But 8K for Embiid, I will have to come off Harden. And I like my little Houston stack. So I'm going to keep on. I'm going to hold firm to that stack that I got going on. And I'm going to chill right now with the Embiid. But I might come back to it. Let's see. Redick I like. I was looking at Redick numbers. Solid for that 4,600. I will go Redick over Buddy Hield. So if I was looking to spend mid-4s, I'd rather take Redick than to take Buddy Hield, and that's a fact. Redick's been more consistent with Embiid and without Embiid for that price. I think Redick is worth some consideration. All right. And then Covington and SARGE toss-ups. You know that Embiid is going to play. That's why SARGE could drop 40 points and his price don't go up because we know that Embiid is going to play and those guys got to play the back. So I don't really get too excited about all that extra curricular stuff. All right. IBAKA price, way cheap. If not Val, how about IBAKA? Both of their price cheap, but again, man, I don't know. Embiid is a lock. I could see him being a very good player. I don't know if he's locked, as I didn't pick him, but he's a very good player, of course. Embiid is always a good player. Coming off some good rest, why wouldn't you want to play Embiid? I mean, I get it. Everyone's stacking Cleveland, Houston. I think we got to do something different. I don't think so. We see Houston as the team to stack. It's a reason why everybody's doing it. They lighting it up right now. They're at home. They playing against a team that sucks against guards. They have one guy who could do something in LeBron James. You got to play Houston. IBAKA, I can't say I love him, but I think he's too cheap. HIELD was moved to a 6-man role. That's why his last 3 games have been better. Will Barton is always in play. He comes off the bench, and I don't know. You know Simmons is a beast when he can put up 50 DK points consistently without scoring 20 real-life points. That's a fact. Simmons is a lot more so than Embiid. I won't call Embiid a lot, but Simmons for sure. Simmons locked into the lineup ASAP. All right, let's keep it going. OKC versus Denver. Again, Jokic. Beasting right now. Look, the man he's putting up Harden, LeBron, AD, Boogie type numbers for 600. You know what I mean? A part of me feel like taking out Harden and throwing in Jokic. The only thing is, though, every now and then Jokic surprise us with one of these. Harden is not going to do that. But he's so cheap. He's so cheap. He's going up against OKC, which many could say Steven Adams played defense, but we saw what Nurkic did to Steven Adams, right? So I'm not really convinced, but look at his numbers, yo. Oh, man. Oh, man. I feel like we could save a couple dollars getting some Jokic, man. I might have to come off Harden tomorrow. I love Harden, but I think Jokic was the reason why I said I can't pay up, because you can get some Jokic, Ben Simmons, and get you the same amount of numbers that these big names will give you. And then we see Kyrie was in the perfect situation today. He didn't even meet value like that. You know what I mean? Peyton came through. The cheaper version of Kyrie. You understand? You got to get the cheaper version of these big names, man. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that I can leave a 8K Jokic. What I need from him, 48. He do that effortlessly, all right? Where I can get 50 from Harden, which is barely 5 times value, and when I'm almost guaranteed 5 times value from Jokic. So that's along the lines of how I'm thinking, man. I might have to come off Harden, stack the rest of the Houston team, stay off Harden, and mess with some Jokic and Ben Simmons for that high upside, lower price. You know what I mean? These DFS nights kill me, man. It's just drama. It's Jamal Murray for 5K. I'm not interested in that. Barton for 57. That's not bad, man. That's not a bad consideration. Going up against who? OKC. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Paul George, Roberson on the wing, because that's when one is not playing, the other one is. But we know OKC, they've been porous. Buddy Hield went up there and looked like a superstar. And they're in Denver. Barton is a good consideration. He got go-off potential. I mean, risky. But Miami played D on the wings. So do Toronto, and this was a blowout. But he's getting 30-something minutes a game. When he gets 30-something minutes a game, he does well. I like Barton, man. I like Barton. I'll say yes to Barton. Play some Barton coming off the bench going crazy. And then if the game get out of hand, which Denver can, because OKC just not clicking right now, especially on the road, Barton to get those extra minutes at the end and really be a hammer for the late night. So Barton is worth some consideration, especially if I'm going to come off Harden. It'll fit so perfect, right? Look, Barton. But let's see how it goes. Who else? Gary Harris, always worth some consideration. He's just super consistent. He hasn't been as consistent, but he is. Paul Millsap, nah, I'm good. Not 7K. I just like Jokic in that situation. And OKC, I'm good right now, man. These guys got to get it together. 10K Westbrook, I'm scared as hell. Do that. Again, the only person here who never disappoint me on a night-to-night basis is Jerami Grant. He will get you 6 times value. Jerami Grant is the man. I don't understand how he continuously get to meet his value and still be just 3,400. I just don't get it. Love Jerami Grant. That's it. If it's not Jerami Grant, then look, the lowest he got was what, 15 for 3K? I'm into that. I could do that. Come in here, snatch some rebounds. I don't know if I'm gonna touch him tomorrow, though. I don't really have to, so I probably won't. But I like Jerami Grant. We put Simmons as my point guard. Open up some stuff for me. Like Jerami Grant tomorrow. And then for 58, Steven Adams. I'm not messing with Steven Adams. I'm not messing with any OKC right now. Barton, we could see that, right? Let me see if it's anything better. I could do some Barton. I like Barton game right now. I think he's a good player. I like Redick. Yeah, I like this line, man. I think this is it, man. I think this is it. Take Gordon and Ariza. Who's on Ariza? What's Ariza been playing? 2 and 3? How does Houston's scheme been stacking up, really? I haven't really been. I just know Harden just been lighting it up. So Harden playing most of the point, right? He controls the ball. And then they got Gordon and then Ariza at the 3. But LeBron is not at the 3 right now. LeBron's at the 4. And Crowder, that's what they did. They moved Crowder down to the 3. Makes me a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie, but I seen Middleton go and destroy him. But Ariza, what Ariza been doing? 30s, right? 26, 21, 30. Where's gonna be 4,800? So I'm gonna have to replace him with some SERGE IBAKA. What he been doing? Nothing. Chicago, he should have did better than that. You know what I mean? He should have did better than that in Chicago. Washington, he should have did better than that. I don't understand. I see y'all talking about y'all on SERGE IBAKA, but these are teams that's giving it up to his position like crazy. Look, he's not doing nothing. Look, he had a good shooting game. He's not rebounding. Here, he had a good rebounding game. He's not shooting. Is it all going to just click for him at some point? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not messing with Serge right now. Redick got a better matchup and do similar stuff. Redick actually get you into the 40s and 30s. I think I'll do Redick over Ariza, man. I got away from my whole Houston stack. I'll take Gordon. Still, I'm not even too convinced. If the whole idea of the Houston stack was to get Harden with the rest of those duels, being that I had to come off Harden, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Let me see what YouTube's saying, though. You gotta lock Kevin Love in. For the price, I like them off first look, but yeah, I don't know. Jokic is good, man. Jokic is good. No Barton tomorrow. Who's guarding LeBron? PJ Tucker. Ariza the 3. Yeah, but Crowder plays defense, so Redick over Wade. You know how Ibaka is. He real lazy, but when he feel like playing, he a beast. I don't know. I haven't seen Ibaka since OKC. I'm not messing with Ibaka like that. I still got Wade in here. Let me see. I like guards against Wade coming off the bench, playing like 30 minutes a game. Yeah. Let me see. If I come off Wade, Ariza, Barton, Eric Gordon for now, right? Let's start right here for a minute. For money saving sake, I'm gonna go get my boy in OKC just so we can get some powers in these lineups, right? Let's see if we can get another big shot that's definite for that 6 times. So out of all Embiid. I think we could sneak some Embiid down here with Simmons now. Look at that. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't see that coming. So we can get some, and we know Embiid good for that 6 times, right? What's that? 48, 58, 45. What happened here? Oh, this was a little blowout. He ain't really played too much. He can't get you in the 3rd. Dallas, he's supposed to do better than that. Houston, that's tough. Detroit, that's tough. Boston, I don't know about Embiid either for that, man. I don't know about Embiid for that price. Atlanta is easy, but Embiid's supposed to be getting double-doubles, man. I don't understand why Embiid getting 9 rebounds against Dallas and all that. And his minutes be sucky. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go back. Kevin Love playing Sutter. I think I'm gonna go back to Kevin Love on the Sutter spot. These 2 games have me a little bit worried. This one, he only played 18. Oh, that's when he went to the hospital, right? But even though he was still but he wasn't feeling well. So I guess he was kind of sick. He went and got treatment, and this is what he coming back doing. I like Kevin Love, man. I'll move MB. I'll save some money. How much is he? 74. I like Kevin Love. I think Kevin Love get into the 40s. Low 40s should be easy. What's the worst you'll get from Kevin Love playing Houston? It's like the last 10 games hit 41, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll take that. That's over 5 times, right? 5, 6, some 60 points. I'll take Kevin Love. I'll put Kevin Love back. Kevin Love has convinced me. Yeah, let's see what I could do here to make this look a little better. Ingram could play the 2, right? Or nah? Yeah, Ingram could play the 2. Ingram at the 2. Jeremy Grant at the 3. Yeah, Grant's just my filler. He never disappoint me. He always make 5 to 6 times value. Always. Always. Forward. You get some Kevin Love right here. All right, so we cleaned it up. Now we got at least 7,900. We could get some BEAL. I always feel good about BEAL. He needs what? Mid-40s. Could throw in BEAL. But then what? We're gonna end up punting. I don't think I feel too good about that punt that I'm gonna have to go for. See what else we got down here that we know we can get 6 times value out of. Some Kuzma. Kuzma didn't even do that great tonight again, man. Kuzma, I don't know. Not really convinced past this level. Some Reddick. But then what I'm gonna have to settle for. If I get Reddick, I got 63. What I could do with that. First of all, let me see who else in these ranges that I could consider. That I feel good about, because I always find that person I could consider. Andrew Bogut sucks, y'all. Tony Allen. Nah. Anunoby's been going off. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You getting minutes. Because the rest of them boys suck. I'll be damned. I had to play Anunoby. Roberson starts. How you start and you just suck? It's crazy. I'm not doing that. I'll be crazy to play Roberson. At home, I'd probably consider it. Mike Scott. Oh, no, not Markeith is back. He's not worth it. No, oh, Nene. Why not some Nene? What's wrong with Nene? Oh, crap. Nene just made it possible for me. I like Nene. I like Nene again at home. Why not Nene? What's wrong with Nene? Getting a little 20 minutes a game. If he could go to Utah and put up 24, that's impressive, man. Atlanta, anybody could do something. What happened here in New York was a blowout, and they didn't need him. But they will need him in Cleveland. I believe that. Philly, what happened? He played 10 minutes, over a point per minute, so that's encouraging. Memphis, you just don't mess with Memphis with the big. Sacramento. For 3K, I like Nene, man. I think Nene helped me. Nene will help bring me closer to my dream for tomorrow. I could do some Nene. Let me see who else. Let's keep it going, or we might find somebody else. Amir Johnson, nah. Kufos, nope. Zubac, Mahimi. I like Nene, man. I think Nene will help me in this lineup right here. I always punt some cheap play that Supposed to do good and end up getting me 5, yo. That's the worst feeling in the world, but I think the Nene's in a good spot. What's up with my boy FELTON? Nah. FELTON be in a good spot too. Every other game, it might be his game. I'm good though. Good off that. I mess with Jeremy Grant right here. He'll come in, he'll get his little 8 to 10 shots. He gets his little 3-pointers. Hopefully they go in. He's definitely gonna pull down some boards. He be crashing. He'll play a little defense. Jeremy Grant, good to go. And that's it. How much was old boy? I think he was like 78. It's gonna piss me off. Cause I'll go get what's his name? See? I knew that shit was gonna happen. How I knew that was gonna happen to me. Like Bradley Beal, that would have been perfect. My lineup would have been set. Let me see what y'all talking about. Love is great chalk. AD over Jokic. Not for the price though. Not for the price. Ariza the 3, Reddick over Wade. You know how he bought. Oh, I read all that already. Can anyone tell me why Bull John don't get more minutes for Detroit? He's an amazing big man. He's a bad defender or something. For one, Drummond's been doing great. Drummond's been doing it for me every night. Why you don't get more minutes? He do. When Drummond gets into foul trouble last year, he got some minutes. He gets minutes here and there, but he just, I don't know. I have no idea, guy. Love is great chalk. Yeah, I mess with some Love tomorrow for sure. I'm trying to see where I can get rid of this $100 from. I knew this was gonna happen though. I hate when that happens. $100 really. This would have been a great lineup for tomorrow. I'd have did it with confidence. This one right here look good. Randle against Washington Wizards. How many minutes he played against them? 19. Put up 29. I'm not touching Randle. I seen Randle tonight with how they're using him. I like Randle. Who's gonna take his minutes? When Lopez is out, nah, Randle is there to stay. Ingram for 6K might not be though, but I can't. You know what the thing is? Ingram played so well tonight, he still didn't even hit value. He still didn't hit value. Well, who would I replace him with though? Got to be somebody convincing because I like Ingram. I like Ingram tomorrow. I think I could do Barton, man. That's just gonna pull me away from my whole lineup philosophy. But I think Barton is good for that 6 times value. He's getting minutes like a starter. He's getting 30 minutes a game. He's going up against Oklahoma, who's just discombobulated. We see Buddy here look like a superstar against them. I don't see why not. Let's see who Barton struggled against and why, right? Let's look at that. Miami played defense against the guards. Guards have a hard time in Miami, so I could see that. Golden State, he lit up. Brooklyn, he's supposed to lit up. He lit them up. Toronto played decent defense. It was a blowout. He still got 30, which is almost 6 times value. Knicks, Brooklyn, what happened here? 22 minutes. I think he'll get more than that. Atlanta, he did his thing. Washington, Sacramento. Barton's safe. I just don't want to take out Ingram and put Barton in, though. I think I'm going to have to, though. Barton's safe. Randle's super safe for that price. Jokic, super safe. Beal, 7,800. Let me see something. Never like playing Beal like that, but he always come through. You know, I prefer Embiid over Beal. Embiid over Beal for sure. For $200 more. That's a sure thing. Beal flashing all that 50-point upside. But against the Lakers, he got 45. Embiid doing against Sacramento. That's like, that's what you want, man. How much is old boy Barton? 57. Let me see if it's somebody for 56 that I could stomach. GORTAT, nope. Covington. Not fucking with Covington. Why not? Look, even with MB, Covington been doing his thing. Then I have a nice little Philly stack against Sacramento. That's what you want. And then he'll do Embiid to do. And I mean Covington, Barton, and Embiid. So Covington, Embiid, or BEAL, Barton. And Covington starts, doesn't he? I'll have all starters on my team except for NENE, except for my 2 punters. I think that's what it'll do, man. It's that Covington against his ways. Let's see who he struggled against. You can't call 27 struggling when you're 5K. That's a good thing. Dallas, and that's it. Who's this? Toronto, Boston, but Sacramento. Yeah, I like that. I like my chances. I'm gonna take out. Can I even make that happen though? Who's gonna play the 2? I need a 2 guard. I can't do that. I still need a 2 guard. I'm gonna try to make it work though. Let's take out BEAL. Right. Look, I'm taking out guards. I'm gonna have to. I can't do that. I can't do that. I need guards. I can move. I need guards. It's tough. I need guards. I need guards. Man. I'm not moving Randle. I can't move Ingram because I need guards. Damn, that shit sucks. That sucks. Oh, man, I'm going to have to leave it. I think we're going to have to go BEAL and just stomach it. I mean, I've seen a better vision, but I need guards. I need guards. Yeah, where's Barton? I could throw Barton in. Right? That's what we said. Throwing Barton. I could move Barton into the 2. I think it's working. I could move Barton to the 2. It wasn't Barton. Oh no, it was Covington. And Covington is not a guard. Gary Harris is decent too. He's super consistent, but I don't think he's that explosive. If I could get some guards in, it'd be great, man. None of my forwards are guard eligible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go BEAL. As much as I don't want to, I throw back BEAL in there. And then for 5,800, I just gotta go Barton. I mean, it's still good. It just keeps who I want. It keeps my and let's see who I'm leaving behind. I'm leaving behind Cousins, Boogie, Harden, Embiid. But you know, Lakers coming off of a back-to-back, they'd be a little bit exhausted. I think Bradley Beal should be able to run over them easy. He just played Dallas and they got their butts kicked at home. I see the vision. Let me see what y'all talking about. Fade Ingram. Yeah, I got off Ingram already. Since you have Randle, take out Ingram for Barton so you can get your man's Beal. Beal's not my man, but you need more Houston exposure. Cavs give up so many fantasy points to everybody. All I got is NENE, right? So that I'm gonna close up this line. You know me, I'm gonna do my 10 times. I'm gonna do a couple lines. This line is closed. I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. This line is closed, right? Just want to Snapchat that so I don't lose it. Now I definitely gotta do a Houston stat because it's so true. Houston at home is a problem, man. So if I go ahead and pay up for some Harden, some Ariza, because he's cheap. We gotta get the cheap ones, right? Some Ariza, some Harden. Who else we like from Houston? Let's see. I like Gordon, but for 6,500, I feel like I could do better than that tomorrow. I don't think I want Gordon tomorrow. Let's see. Atlanta, he did good. Atlanta's a team that give it up. And the guards. Yeah, I do Gordon. I could do something, especially if I got Ariza and thing, right? So boom, Harden, Ariza, Gordon, one time. Harden, Gordon, Ariza. Boom, right? And then power forward. Still got to stick with Randle. Definitely got to stick with Randle. Randle is as good as almost locked for me. And then, being that I couldn't take advantage of Embiid the last time around, I might throw some Embiid in there now. Do some of that. And then, who else did I want? Some Ingram. Yeah, you get some Ingram. They want some Ingram. Some Ingram. Reddick gonna light it up, man. I'm telling y'all. Little Philly. That was the original plan. The Philly, Houston, a little Laker. Do that. D Wade, man, it's Houston. I don't see why not. I could do that. Stack those games like that. There's nobody else I'm really big on anyway. And throw some D Wade, not even think too much about it. That's a good lineup right there, too. Snap that. Let's get that in the bank. All right. And last but not least, you know, if you're going to do a lineup variations, you got to have the monsters in there. This one's going to be a little tough, but let's see if I could put Cousins. I don't really do the Cousins like that, you know. I'm more of a AD guy. But they do put up numbers, similar numbers, 63. I feel like AD and Cousins tomorrow is just a waste. At 11K, it's too much. Especially against Toronto. Could be a little bit tough, but let's see if you just stack them up, knowing that that's the whole team, right? And then you throw some NENE in there because you're trying to save money now. So you throw in some NENE. And then you throw in some what's the dude name? Grant. Yeah. You do something like that. Now you can build a team again, right? You can even mess around and throw in some hold on. Isn't what's his name? Senna? Nah. But what's his name? Cousin Anthony Davis is forward eligible, right? So you could throw in some Davis in the forward spot. Right? And then it's a good start right here. You can mess with one of them. You could even still afford Ben Simmons right here. Boom. That's scary. That's scary. You can still afford Ben Simmons. And then you can start getting them cheap dudes, right? The Arizas that you know is good. Some Ariza in there. See, now you're going to want your center spot taken up. You put some NENE. Put some NENE. And then what? Then you stuck. You stuck because it's not that much cheap players. So you might have to take out Simmons, save some money off Simmons and go back to Embiid on that whack lineup that he got against then that looks a little better. Still think Simmons though. Embiid versus Sacramento or Simmons versus Sacramento. Here's my thing, right? Pick AD or Cousins. How about that? And I'm gonna do AD. I don't think you need both. I think you pick one. Both will do you good, but they're so expensive. They both not gonna hit 6 times value. So I'm gonna take and then that way I could probably get Simmons, Embiid, and still get my boy. I think I could do it. Let me see. Look at that. You get Simmons, Embiid, and Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a good little. And you don't gotta go too crazy. You don't gotta do too crazy. Just pick one out of the two. And then from there, you come down this little list. You can still get Kevin Love if you're about that life, but what are you gonna do for that last punt? It's gonna be tough. If you're about the stars and scrub, you can still do something like that. 3,300 is gonna be tough though. But let's see who else is worth some consideration here. Old boy, Randle. Gotta go back and get some Randle. At cheap 4,800. You do that. And you got 6,500. You could go get some. You still get Eric Gordon. You know that he's safe for 5 times at least. You know, and he got a little upside to him when he gets hot. When Harden sits out, which he never does. Yeah, man, I think that's kind of cool. Eric Gordon against Cleveland weak defense. I think that's it, man. I think those are 3 solid lines right there I just gave you guys, man. I think so. Kevin Love is going to be the death of me. Every time I got heavy exposure to somebody, it always end up like that. Let me see something, man, so I don't got to go too crazy. It's always going to be an enemy, man. It's like I could never get luck with this shit. You know, PG be coming through. Against Denver, though, I'm good. Again, man, it's gonna be hard for me to trust a lineup like this. I don't see why I pay up for Anthony Davis. I could just get Jokic. He'd get me a similar line. You understand? It's 8,600. Why not just do that? You know what I mean? I don't see the logic, honestly. And then I still got 98 right here. Look at that. Look at that. I could use that 98. And then I have to go thirst trapping on NENE and Grant, right? I could use that 98. Put Jokic as the center. Yeah, those big price guys tomorrow are not lucrative, man. I don't see me really going there to make it work. And then for 13K, I could still get some Embiid if I don't want to go too crazy with Kevin Love situation. We know Embiid's safe for a lot of points. You could throw some Embiid in there. You still got 5K. I put Randle as my 4. I mean, just to keep it safe. Cash line worthy, right? Then we got 5K for whoever we want, guard or forward, just not a center. At this point now, we can start. Damn, shit sucks. It still sucks. The 5K area sucks. I feel like Murray. I mean, you could get Brave and go some IBAKA. I would take D Wade though, personally, especially when I don't have any cabs. You know, D Wade, when he get ready, he could surprise us, man. He's good for 6 times value most times, especially against Houston. He'll knock you with a 51-point game. Atlanta and Houston are the same when it comes to defense for the most part. Milwaukee's not gonna let D Wade have a good time. Washington, D Wade should have a better time. But that's the game when LeBron went ham. So D Wade just let LeBron go crazy. So that's what happened there. This was a blowout. I think I like D Wade against Houston, man. I think not playing D Wade against Houston is just not smart. D Wade is who you want. D Wade. And then you can upgrade. Oh, they don't want me to do that? Yeah, right. You can get yourself some D Wade. Where did he go? D Wade right here. And then you can put back Ariza right here. That's for starters. And you can see what you can upgrade for 9,300. You don't got too many options there. You know, John Wall had a big game, but I'm not spending 9K for John Wall. I'm overlooking that situation. D Wade, we already went through that for 3,700. If you're not into Grant, let's see what options we got. We already got Grant in our other lineup. We could take some chances on PJ Tucker playing big minutes. You know what I mean? We do that. Take some chances on J.R. Smith. Again, playing big minutes against Houston, who plays into his type of game. You know what I mean? For sure. You don't even, matter of fact, you don't have to go crazy on you don't have to go crazy on this young kid. What's his name? On Grant. You don't gotta go crazy on Grant. You can move up Ariza into the 3 spot. I like Ariza. Move up Ariza into the 3 spot right here. And then you don't gotta really do too much punting. You got all people who's capable. You feel good about it. You got Tucker and you got Smith. J.R. Smith, last couple games been hitting 18, 25. He's taking 12 shots. That's all he's doing is shooting. That's it. Then you could consider Tucker, where you get a little more peripherals from. You'll get rebounds. He's gonna get minutes upper 20s, 30s. For 3,700, you could grab yourself some rebounds. You get some assists. You get some steals. You get some blocks. You might get some points. You can get some points too. But look, he's showing 3 points, 21 fantasy points. 3 points, 16, 3. He's an NBA player. He's liable to get some points at some time. So Cleveland is a team that to give it to. So go ahead and get some like Tucker. Feel good about it. That's a nice line that you got right there. I'm looking at the line right here. I feel good about it. I don't see any weak spots like that. I haven't taken any crazy punts. Maybe Dwayne Wade, but Dwayne Wade is capable. You know what I mean? That's it. I gave you guys 3 good lineups. I'm gonna snap this one too. And I'm gonna see 3 nice viable lineups. So I'm gonna see your thoughts and then I'm out. Ingram on a back-to-back. I got some exposure to Ingram, yes. I definitely got some. PJ Tucker is going to get big minutes. I believe it. Yeah, I like Tucker over Ariza. Why not play both? One of them have a big game, one have an average game. You come out ahead. You know what I mean? Tucker is more safe, but Ariza has more upside. Exactly. One of them always do better than the other if we look at it, right? Look. Let's look at the last couple of games. 24, 31, 30, 19. 24, 31, 30, 19, right? 24, 21, 31, 16, 20, 19. I mean, to have them both together, what's their price? 84. So between the both of them, we're going to need about 50 points. It's a lot to ask between the both of them, but I'll go with it, man. I like the line. I'm going to keep it. I'll keep the line. Let's see what I came up with when I was playing around. I came up with Jordan Clarkson. Somebody that we didn't even consider that I like, you know. Jordan Clarkson getting minutes. Finishing out games. He might start, but he's been finishing games. 4,400. I think, you know, to keep it all the way 100. I like Jordan Clarkson over D Wade. I ain't even look into that. You could get some Jordan Clarkson right here like this. All right. See who was I looked at earlier. Oh, this was my little Lakers stack. Stacking Lakers against Washington. Even Caldwell Pope. They're gonna need him. That's probably why I don't really feel too good about Clarkson tomorrow, because they're gonna play Caldwell Pope quite a bit to hold Bradley Beal. They're gonna need him for Bradley Beal. So I don't know. I don't know how that feels. Who else did I like? Delon Wright gotta go. These lines suck. Trying to force hardening and all that. These suck. I like this one a little bit. These suck. I like the ones that we came up with on the live. So when I break it down and do some more interpretation, that's a couple variations I gave you guys, man. Couple variations I gave you guys. I'm about to get out of here. Go ahead, like the video on the way out, man. Peace.